Classic Cabby takes him all the way. Deep stretch, now just blue, and the Magic Man Mario Bayarjan on the line. 21 gun salute, deep in a stretch, and a late final plunge here. Denny St. Pierre, and that is Cappuccino Don to get it all on the deep stretch now in an all-out fight to the finish. Mario Bayarjan and Shirley's first pie.
Tell us just how you're feeling right now being crowned, Canada's representative.
You know what, I can't even explain. I mean, I'm so excited right now, and tears are coming down my eyes. It's just, I'm looking so forward to this trip, and it's just phenomenal.
Tell us about your night tonight. Starting off, 8-race competition. As Frank talked to me a little earlier tonight, it all comes down. You have to bring your A game to this, but you have time where you have a chance to pick up some points along the way, and you continue to do that.
Yeah, I didn't start off that well. I mean, I was just plucking away at it, 4s and 5s, and I got a couple of seconds, and I win a race, and I started climbing up, and next thing you know, I was on top.
How big was the fan bus from New Brunswick that came over tonight?
I'm not really sure, but I guess they filled her up, so it was good. I had a good cheering section over there, so it worked out good.
Now, there was one untold aspect of the story that you even had a 95-year-old backer on the fan bus over here from New Brunswick tonight, which is just incredible and wonderful human interest.
Oh, amazing. I mean, I had a lot of my family here tonight, too, and they're so supportive, and, just my heart goes out to them.
The Friday night features lining up President's Pace, Sounding, Southwind Albion, Magnetic Benka, Rambuster, Russell in the Vines, Panzo Silver, PH Jackpot, High Low, Father's Doubt. Here they come. They're off and pacing, leaving out at Southwind Albion and PH Jackpot from the far outside. Along the rail, Sounding gonna leave third into the turn. Up in a fourth, at the inside is Magnetic Benka. Around the turn, Rambusters away fifth. Pacing from sixth, Russell in the Vines. Panzo Silver is seventh. And High Low is eighth. As they move up the backstretch, PH Jackpot and Anthony McDonald have cleared the lead. Southwind Albion did not take them on. They're going to race from the 2-hole. Up in the third, up the inside. That is Sounding. Away fourth, Magnetic Benka. Then racing up fifth is Rambuster, 28 and 1 opener. There goes Rambuster starting out fifth. Round the turn, Russell in the Vines is sixth. Panzo Silver gapping out seventh. And High Low trailing the field. Off the turn down the stretch for time one. And it's PH Jackpot at the midway point by 2. Southwind Albion second, Sounding third. Rambuster fourth on the outside. Magnetic Benka on the rail fifth. Russell in the Vines on the outside sixth. Panzo Silver seventh. Trailing the field. High Low 56 and 3 at the half, 28 and 2 in a second, and PH Jackpot rolling along on the front end here. Southwind Albion is second, Magnetic Benka under submerging third, along the rail, Russell in the Vines coming through to be fourth. Rambuster is fifth, now Panzo Silver sixth, Sounding's heading up, backing through them seventh, and High Low is eighth. 124 and 4 down at 3 quarters now, and that's 28 and 1 in the third, and Anthony McDonald with PH Jackpot have put them all away in the President's Pace. Jennifer, you got a birthday winner. Head to the winner's circle. PH Jackpot in a rout for Anthony McDonald. Russell in the Vines was driving in for the deuce. Southwind Albion was third, but they're well back. Look at the time. 152. 4. Wow, what a way to close it out. Opening night Old Home Week. PH Jackpot. Off stride before the start. Here they come. There they go. They're off and trotting. Shay's last trade. Maple Leaf Noble. Dusty Lane Shelby along the rail. They're leaving out. Dropping in to be fourth. That is New and Echo. Rounding the turn in fifth. That is Dunmore Alpha. Back into sixth. Reloaded. And Honey Kahuna is in the backfield. On the way to the opening quarter mile. And Maple Leaf Noble is going to have the say here in the early going. In line to Ralph and Air. Shea's last trade is caught out and going after the leader. Third up the rail, Dusty Lane Shelby racing from fourth. New and Echo. Dunmore Alpha fifth. Reloaded sixth. Honey Kahuna seventh. There's one lively opening quarter on the trot. 28 and 1, and Maple Leaf Noble could be on a mission today after that big opener. Shea's last trade is second. Dusty Lane Shelby went off stride. Now back into third, New and Echo. Fourth is Dunmore Alpha. Then in fifth, Reloaded. Dusty Lane Shelby is off stride sixth, and Honey Kahuna trailing the field. Watch the half. It's up in 57 and 2/5 round the turn. For the second time they go. They're over to the 5/8, and it's Maple Leaf Noble. He's clear by 3. Shea's last trade is all alone, but dropping off the leader. New and Echo third. Dunmore Alpha trotting up fourth on the outside. Reloaded fifth. Then in sixth, Honey Kahuna trailing the field. In the backfield, that's Dusty Lane Shelby. They arrive next at the 3/4 in 1:27 and 3. And around the turn for the final time with 1/8 of a mile left to trot. Folks, he's up against nothing now but the clock. Maple Leaf Noble is headed for a track record maybe here. Dunmore Alpha is second. Back third, Shea's last trade. New and Echo fourth. Does he have enough left in the tank? He has got his 26th in a row. Does he have the track record? The timer tells the tale. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Island Velvet on the far outside, leaving out. Whispering Hope leaves towards the rail. Life on the hoof, third into the turn. Blow by Blue will drop in to be fourth. Away fifth, West River Rosie. Pacing from sixth along the inside is My Little Success. Then the trailer, She's a Hobby. All with pylon spots here in the early going. Whispering Hope sent to the front by Ron Matheson. Island Velvet will get away with a 2-hole ride. Up in the third, Life on the hoof. Pacing up the inside, fourth is Blow by Blue. West River Rosie goes fifth. Gapped out in sixth, My Little Success. And the trailer, that She's a Hobby, seventh. They arrived at the initial quarter mile, led by Whispering Hope in 28 and 4. Second is Island Velvet. Life on the hoof, third. Up fourth, Blow by Blue. Racing from fifth is West River Rosie. A gap back to My Little Success, sixth. And the trailer on the outside, She's a Hobby. They're halfway home in the sixth. Led by Whispering Hope. Island Velvet in the 2-hole. Up on the outside, Blow by Blue. Gonna be first over third. Life on the hoof of the rail, fourth. West River Rosie moves out to follow the cover, fifth. My Little Success is sixth. And the trailer, She's a Hobby. Half a mile in 59 and a 1. Turning to the back stretch for time 2. Whispering Hope, the leader by a length. Island Velvet is second. Between them, Blow by Blue. Here comes West River Rosie. 3 high and moving fourth. On the rail, fifth, Life on the hoof. Then in sixth, She's a Hobby. My Little Success, seventh. 3/4 of a mile in 1:30 and a 1/5. Whispering Hope on the lead. Blow by Blue is second. Island Velvet at the rail, third. West River Rosie, fourth. And they're turning down the home stretch in the third division of the Atlantic Shire Stakes. 3-year-old pacing fillies. Whispering Hope went to the front. Never looked back for Matheson. Second, Blow by Blue. West River Rosie, third. Black River's Fame, Panama. Southview Sally, DW's Justice. Woodmere Gal, Friday outside. Top of the stretch. Here they come. And away they go. They're off and pacing. Black River's Fame first out towards the rail. Couche LeMcRae going into the turn is second. About to drop in early third. Southview Sally. There's a good opening eighth in here. Pacing fourth is Brendan's Gal. On the inside. Check fourth is Panama. Brendan's Gal gets away fifth. Racing from sixth. That's DW's Justice. Early trailer. Woodmere Gal Friday. And we've got early movement. Southview Sally and McPhee pop the 3-hole. Going after the lead here. At the heavy post-time favorite here. Southview Sally cleared 28 seconds flat. That's a large opener. Rounding the turn and racing second. All on the inside. That is Black River's Fame. Up in at third. Kusla McRae. Panama continues fourth. Pacing from fifth is Brendan's Gal. Sixth along the inside. DW's Justice. Now on the outside, the trailer. Woodmere Gal Friday halfway home. On the front end, Southview Sally at the midway point. Getting the two-hole ride now is Black River's Fame. Back in at third. Kusla McRae, the half up. 57 and a fifth. Round the turn for the final time. 3/8 to go. Sally and Brian out in front with a one-length lead on Black River's Fame. Up on the outside, Brendan's Gal makes a move into third. Fourth along the rail, Kusla McRae. Up on the outside to take over fifth. Woodmere Gal Friday. DW's Justice sixth. Now Panama trailing the field. They're by 3/4. Southview Sally the leader there in 1:27. Flat round the turn for the final time. 1/8 of a mile out. McPhee's going to work here. Southview Sally trying to get home. Up on the outside. Coming to an outside for the stretch drive. Deep stretch now. Southview Sally gonna win it on the line. Up against the clock is the only thing again in here. Southview Sally in the Atlantic Sire Stakes is the final division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old pacing fillies. Forceful Hope, Northy T, Georgie Girl inside. Putnam's Jewel and Ocean View Lorry in the middle. Special guest, Judy's Beauty and Southview Special are on the outside. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Northy T and Southview Special leaving out. Putnam's Jewel are in between horses, third to the turn. Dropping in fourth, Georgie Girl. At the inside, Forceful Hope's away fifth. Pacing from sixth, Ocean View Lorry. Seventh as they round the turn. Off stride, Putnam's Jewel went on the run, going by the 8th pole. Up front, Northy T and Ernie Lappin will cut it out. Here comes Southview Special. Up and after them on the outside second. Third towards the rail. That's Georgie Girl. Now in fourth is Forceful Hope. Racing fifth, Ocean View Lorry. Back into sixth is Special Guest. Pacing from seventh along the inside, Judy's Beauty. Then the trailer. That is Putnam's Jewel. That's at 28. And a 1/5 opener. They're strung out, the fillies are, as they move down the stretch for time one. Northy T got fired up on the front end. Here for Lappin. Second is Southview Special. Pacing third, Georgie Girl. Moving out from fourth is Forceful Hope. Following her out is Ocean View Lorry fifth. Along the rail sixth, a Special Guest. Well back seventh, Judy's Beauty. Putnam's Jewel on the outside. 57 and 2 for an opening half mile. Over to the 5/8. Northy T leading it. Southview Special about to move out. Racing third is Forceful Hope. Along the rail, Georgie Girl. Pacing a fourth. Up in a fifth is Ocean View Lorry. Special Guest sixth. Off stride on the backside. Southview Special went on the run. Took Forceful Hope right out of it here by the 3/4. And as they race round the turn for the final time, 1/8 of a mile to go. 1:26 and 4 down at 3/4. Northy T, right from the get-go, has been on fire here. She's all alone and under wraps here for Lappin. Northy T in the Atlantic Sire Stakes will win it alone on the line. Georgie Girl got the deuce. Ocean View Lorry drove in to be third. Trial one, Tough Luck, Lies the Truth. Underground King, Harmony P. J.K. Big Shot, Presidential Kid, Katahdin Country, Mary Mad Hanover. Here they come. There they go. They're off and pacing, and Tough Luck along the rail, leaving out. Rough-gated Underground King into the turn as they race to the opening 8th, and rail control for Mario and Tough Luck on the lead. Pacing second along the rail, Harmony P's going to get a good trip. Up on the outside, Presidential Kid going to move forward third, racing from fourth. Along the inside, Lies the Truth. Pacing fifth along the rail. That's J.K. Big Shot. Katahdin Country's away sixth, Mary Matt Hanover seventh. Trailing the field and very rough at the back, that is Underground King. 26 and 4. Boom! Just like that, that is Mario Bayarjan and Tough Luck in the early going here. Up the upper turn and down the stretch. They're in front of us first time around. Top Luck at the midway point, the leader in the two-hole Presidential Kid up on the outside. There goes J.K. Big Shot on the third. Harmony P fourth on the rail. Denaston Gale gets second over covering the outside fifth. Lies the Truth sixth at the rail. Into the turn, Mary Matt Hanover seventh on the outside. Underground King the trailer 55 and 4 for an opening half mile. Halfway up the backstretch, going to 3/4 next, and the leader Top Luck coming 3 wide on the outside. Now taking dead aim at the leader. Denaston Gale coming on for Pinckney. Third towards the rail, Presidential Kid racing from fourth. Up on the outside, J.K. Big Shot 124 and 2. And could it be true? Denaston Gale coming off the turn, and he's leading, and he's driving away here, folks. Denaston Gale and Phil Pinckney have won trial number 1. Mary Matt Hanover came on for the deuce. Mike McDonald's going back to the big show. Here they come. And away they go. They're off and facing how Jags Ragin is going to fire out from the rail. Second as they make their way to the turn is Just Chillin', and from the outside in blue, rounding the turn third, dropped in fourth. That's Becky's Filly. Up fifth is Comical Brilla. Sixth, Sugar P. Trailing Gordy's Last Call. To the backstretch they go. In blue, chasing how Jags Ragin over to the opening quarter mile. Third at the rail is Just Chillin', racing up into fourth. That's Becky's Filly. Could be some hard ball here at Charlottetown. How Jags Ragin gonna give maybe the cold shoulder to In Blue. 27 and 2. Opener. Wow, they got fired up here. In Blue on the outside. How Jags Ragin towards the rail. Pacing third, Just Chillin'. Becky's Filly fourth. Here comes Comical Brilla starting to the outside fifth. Sugar P will follow out sixth. Then the trailer. Gordy's Last Call at the midway point. How Jags Ragin and Campbell are out in front. In Blue is in a whole heap of trouble here. After a big opener, she's caught out, and there's a big opening half mile. 56 and 3. 3/8 to go. It's how Jags Ragin and Campbell going to 3/4. Opening by 2. Just Chillin' is second. Comical Brilla driving up third on the outside. Becky's Filly is fourth. Gordy's Last Call on the move on the outside fifth. Sugar P now sixth. In Blue is heading up. She's at the back trailing 126 and 3 down at 3/4. And how Jags Ragin 1/8 of a mile out. Clear by 3 open lengths. Just Chillin' along the rail. Comical Brilla up on the outside. Gordy's Last Call moved into fourth. Deep in the lane. How Jags Ragin takes Mark Campbell all the way in here. Good effort from her. Comical Brilla second. Just Chillin' is third. Here they come. There they go. They're off and pacing. Crossbridge Income on racing between horses. Along the rail drinking games into their outside Exposed Dream. Signature Seal Steer tucked away early around the turn. Sammy's Luck's away fifth. Pacing up into sixth along the inside. Le Sorcier and then the early trailer. That is Woodmere Rocket. Going to the quarter pole with the lead. It's drinking games. And Todd Trite, second along the rail. That Signature Seal Steer. Crossbridge Income could not find the spot along the inside. She's forced to move up. Racing from fourth on the outside is Exposed Dream. She's chasing some cover. Sammy's Luck along the rail, closed in the fifth. Sixth is La Sorcier, and the outside Woodmere Rocket is 7:28 and 3 up the quarter mile through the stretch en route to the opening half, and up front the leader. That is Drinking Games. Crossbridge Income gets the worst of it. She's got the parking ticket here. Third towards the rail, Signature Seal Steer. Up on the outside, Exposed Dream fourth. In up the rail, fifth is Sammy's Luck. Woodmere Rocket on the outside. Moving into sixth, La Sorcier now seventh. 57 and 4 for a half a mile. 3/8 to go. Drinking Games continues on the lead. Crossbridge Income, a long trip for her on the outside. Signature Seal Steer along the rail goes under some heavy urging now third. Coming up fourth, Exposed Dream. La Sorcier 3 wide and moving fifth. Then in sixth, Sammy's Luck. And a Woodmere Rocket has dropped out of it here. 3/4 into 1:27 and 3, rounding the turn and 8th left. It's Drinking Games the leader. La Sorcière coming up on the outside to take over second. Crossridge Income has got a huge trip here in third. Deep in the lane, Drinking Games all the way for Trot. La Sorcière is second. Crossridge Income got a hard-earned, well-earned third. The rough end pacing, beer drinking, drip, a little rough, and now on the run, getting out. Into the turn they go. An Arcane Warrior towards the rail, looking for the front. Beer drinking, dipping the outside, starting to find a little better stride now. And Arcane Warrior now got steppy, and he gets rough. Up the backstretch they go. Popping out third is Panama Hat now driving up on the outside. Check into third. That's Island Eagle. Then in fourth along the inside. Here in the early going is Dunn's a Monster. Pacing from fifth, Victonian Best West. And the trailer, that is Panama Hat. They arrive at the quarter. Beer, drinking, drip. And Darren Crow now the leaders. Clear by 2 open lengths after a 28 and 2 opener. Pacing second up the rails and move on around the turn is Island Eagle. Third along the inside is Arcane Warrior. Moving out fourth, that's Victonian Best West. Then Dunn's a Monster is fifth, and the Panama Hat trailing the field in front of us first time around at the midway point, and they're led there by Beer Drinking Drip. Second along the rail, that's Island Eagle from the outside. Victonian Best West now going to drop into the pylons third. Arcane Warrior around the turn fourth. Then Dunn's a Monster fifth, and Panama Hat trailing the half in 58 seconds flat. Up the backstretch they go. Beer, drink, and drip continues to be alone on the lead. Racing along the inside for second. That's Island Eagle. Up into third up the rail, Victonian Best West. Then there's a large gap to Dunn's a Monster moving into fourth. Panama Hat on the outside fifth. Then the trailer. Now is Arcane Warrior. 3/4 in 1:26 and 3. That's 28 and 3 in the third split now. B Division has A fractions to it here down the lane. Atlantic Sire Stakes, 3-year-old Colt Pacers at Charlottetown. Beer, drinking, drip, and Crow go all the way. Second goes to Island Eagle. Victonian Best West is third. There they go. They're off and pacing, leaving out the Deemer right to the front here. Ari's Ryan on the outside is second. Ryan Gold away third up the rail. Into the turn, Seaview Storm is up fourth. Dropping in to be fifth up that opening eighth is Hobby's Hobbit. Ocean View Racket on the outside is sixth. The early trailer is Airborne Bomber. To the backside they go, led by the Deemer. In line to Jason Hughes. Pacing second along the rail is Ari's Ryan. Up into third, Ryan Gold. Seaview Storm is fourth on the rail. Pacing from fifth, Hobby's Hobbit. Then sixth along the rail, Ocean View Racket. Airborne Bomber on the outside trailing 29 seconds flat to open it up as the Deemer leads them over to the 3/8 by 2 lengths. Ari's Ryan racing on the pylon second. Ryan Gold continuing third. Seaview Storm starting fourth to the outside. Following him out from fifth, that's Hobby's Hobbit. Ocean View Racket is sixth and trailing the field. Airborne Bomber, Seaview Storm rushing up here and set to clear the front just like that for Romo. Seaview Storm on the lead. Second along the rail, the Deemer from the outside third. Hobby's Hobbit along the rail fourth is Ari's Ryan. Ocean View Racket on the outside takes over fifth. Ryan Gold moving out sixth, and Airborne Bomber trailing the field 60 seconds flat was the half. Seaview Storm got the jump on him now. Ocean View Racket moving up to be second. Ryan Gold is on to take over third. Ari's Ryan takes fourth. Racing fifth on the inside, the Deemer, and on the outside, Airborne Bomber by the 3/4 in 1:28 and 2. 28 and 2 in the third split. Seaview Storm coming for home, the leader. Ocean View Racket on the outside. Ryan Gold towards the rail third. They're in deep stretch now. Ocean View Racket and Robert Shepard in the final strides have won a division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes. Here they come. There they go. They're up and pacing. Mystic Magnum is firing out. Balbriggan Shark is leaving, and along the rail, River Kane will stack them up 3 wide. Racing up into 4th to see Willie win. Around the turn up the rail, Elmgrove Bronson gets away 5th. Blue Meadow Willie is 6th. The early trailer on the back stretch going to the quarter. That is Clay County. Mystic Magnum made the lead here in line to Romo. Second up the rail, Balbriggan Shark, and racing from 3rd. Moving up 3rd to see Willie win. River Kane up the rail is 4th. Elmgrove Bonson gapped out 5th. Then it's Blue Meadow Willie in 6th. The trailer, that's Clay County, 28. And 1 was the opener. Rounding the turn for the first time, Mystic Magnum showing the way. Balbriggan Shark set up for a perfect ride. Here comes River Kane to be first up 3rd. 4th along the rail, see Willie win. Up on the outside, Clay County moving into 5th. Then it's Elmgrove Bronson now 6th up the rail. And the trailer is Blue Meadow Willie. They arrive at the opening half mile. Mystic Magnum getting them there. River Kane now is at his wheel, 58. And 3 for a half. Racing along the rail, Balbriggan Shark. See Willie win his 4th. On the outside, 5th. Clay County, 6th along the rail, Elmgrove Bronson. And Blue Meadow Willie trailing the field 7th. They're going to 3/4. On the front end, Mystic Magnum shows the way. Balbriggan Shark is 2nd. See Willie win along the rail 3rd. In between horses, 4th is River Kane. Up on the outside, 5th. That is Clay County. Then in 6th, Blue Meadow Willie. 7th along the rail, Elmgrove Bronson. 3/4 in 1, 27 and 4. They're coming for home now. Mystic Magnum by a pair. Balbriggan Shark 2nd. See Willie win on the outside 3rd. Driving into 4th, Clay County. Deep in the stretch. Coming to the wire next. Mystic Magnum and Romo all the way here. They're up and pacing, leaving out. That's a Woodmere Westerner right to the front here. Along the rail, Elmgrove Buddies away 2nd, and a Western Dexter driving 3rd on the outside and going after the leader. Around the turn in 4th, along the inside, that is Cheers Gazoo. Pacing from 5th, Jags Ragin, and the early trailer is Lotto Jim up the backstretch. Western Dexter takes over the lead. In line to Kenny Arsenault. Now in 2nd is Woodmere Westerner, racing 3rd at the rail. Elmgrove Buddy. Up in 4th, Cheers Gazoo. Pacing 5th, Jags Ragin. Trailing the field, Lotto Jim, 27-4. Boom! Just like that on the front end in the Atlantic Sire Stakes, Western Dexter fired up for Kenny. In up the rail, racing from 2nd is Woodmere Westerner. 3rd belongs to Elmgrove Buddy. Here comes Jags Ragin now on the outside 4th. Pacing 5th, Cheers Gazoo. Lotto Jim on the outside the trailer. They're at the opening half mile, and Western Dexter has some company. Jags Ragin up to challenge, 58 and 1 for a half a mile. Rounding the paddock turn, they're getting set to move up the back stretch towards 3/4. On the front end, that is Western Dexter leading it. Jags Ragin on the outside, rushing right alongside, coming to the front. 3rd up the rail is Woodmere Westerner, racing from 4th, Lotto Jim. Elmgrove Buddy is 5th, and the trailer on the outside, Cheers Gazoo. 3/4 in 1, 27 and 3. Coming for home, and it is Jags Ragin trying to pull an upset here. Western Dexter back to the outside, pacing 3rd, Lotto Jim. Up the rail, Woodmere Westerner coming to the line. Jags Ragin has upset them here for Trites. There they go. They're off and pacing along the rail. Port Hill Earl coming from the outside. Eastern Success dropping in 3rd. Muzzie's Orion. 4th along the inside. Hawaiian Legacy. Racing 5th off stride. Island Mission went on the run around the turn. Now moving into 5th up the rail. That's Country Estate. Away racing 6 is Drew. And Island Mission is at the back, racing a 7th. On the way to the quarter, Barrio Head Rail Control, and he's got Port Hill Earl on the early lead. Eastern Success away in the 2-hole. Muzzie's Orion stepping it out 3rd. Hawaiian Legacy looks after 4th. 5th along the inside. That is Country Estate. Drew is a 6th. And Island Mission 7:28 and 1 off stride in the 2-hole now. That was Eastern Success, and Hawaiian Legacy has gone off stride. Down the lane, Eastern Success once again got steppy. They arrive at the opening half mile, and Port Hill Earl the leader. Muzzie's Orion has gone off stride. This is an eventful 8th race, at least the front half. Going into the turn they go, and it's Port Hill Earl to hop in 58. And 1. Second now at the rail is Country Estate up into third. That is Eastern Success, and he's jumped it up again. Round the turn towards the rail, Drew comes up to be 4th. Island Mission now 5th. Muzzie's Orion is 6th, and Hawaiian Legacy trailing the field 7th. Next to 3/4 they go. Port Hill Earl, but here comes Country Estate to go right by. Port Hill Earl cannot hold him off. Eastern Success all alone in 3rd. 4th up the rail is Drew. Muzzie's Orion moving up 5th. Hawaiian Legacy is 6th, and Island Mission trailing the field 3/4 in 1, 28 and 3, and they are strung out big time, coming for home. Country Estate clear and alone on the lead in this division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes. That's Country Estate and Darren Crow. There they go. They're off and pacing. Mr. Sundin and Island Hurricane are firing out. In at the rail, Woodmere Windstar is 3rd as they make the turn. Pacing up 4th on the outside, Pictonian Away View. At the rail, Forceful Finesse will get away 5th. Pacing from 6th, JF Money. And the trailer, that's Island Hero. Mr. Sundin, the leader. Island Hurricane, under some heavy chivalry urging early, is now going to clear. Mr. Sundin says give and go time, and that's what it is on the front end. Mr. Sundin going back to the lead. How's about Forceful Finesse? Going to keep them honest. He's up and driving on the outside here for Pinckney. 27-2 opened it up here. Forceful Finesse going to the lead. In at the rail, 2nd, Mr. Sundin. Island Hurricane is now 3rd. 4th at the rail, Woodmere Windstar facing up 5th. That's Pictonian Wayview. JF Money is back 6th, and trailing on the outside, Island Hero 7th. Forceful Finesse cleared the front. 55 and 2, folks. That's amazing here. Round the turn with 3/8 to go. Forceful Finesse up front, the leader. That second panel was 28 flat, and they go next to 3/4, led by Forceful Finesse. Second is Mr. Sundin up at the outside. Woodmere Windstar getting into it 3rd. Island Hurricane at the rail 4th. JF Money 5th. Then in 6th, Pictonian Away View trailing the field. Island Hero 3/4 tripped in 1:26. Flat 1/8 of a mile to go. Forceful Finesse brings Pinckney down the lane. Second along the inside. Now moving out is Mr. Sundin. Fresh and going by here. Mr. Sundin is going to win it for Barrio on the line. Mr. Sundin, JF Money came in to be 2nd. Forceful Finesse is 3rd. There they go. They're off and pacing. No Cam Ray. A little rough getting, but he's headed to the lead. Along the inside, Smarty JT is 2nd, and 3rd to the turn. The Big Onion is off stride. Up at the rail and racing 4th now. That's the Little Munster. Pacing 5th, Elm Grove Beach. OA6, Oakdale Paris. 7th, Cameo Morley. And the Big Onion back down pacing is trailing the field. Leading the field, No Cam Ray and Todd Trite at the opening quarter mile. Smarty JT in the 2-hole. The Little Munster is 3rd. Elm Grove Beach is up 4th. Racing 5th, Oakdale Paris. 6th at the rail, Cameo Morley. Trailing, that's the Big Onion. 29 seconds flat was the quarter. Arriving at the 3/8 pole, No Cam Ray is the leader. Now the Little Munster's right up in the rigging here for Romo, and he's going to come first over. 3rd up the rail, Smarty JT. On the outside, 4th is Oakdale Paris. 5th is Elm Grove Beach, and the outside, Cameo Molly is 6th. And the Big Onion trailing 7th. At the midway point, No Cam Ray has company. The Little Munster on the outside. 59 seconds flat was the half. Towards the rail, Smarty JT 3rd. Moving into 4th is Hopedale Paris. Elm Grove Beach at the rail 5th. Racing 6th on the outside, Cameo Morley. And the Big Onion continuing to trail. 3/4 next station. And the leader at the rail is No Cam Ray. The Little Munster right alongside. Third up the rail, Smarty JT. Racing fourth, Hopedale Parish. The Big Onion is 3 wide fifth. In between them, Cameo Molly and the trailer along the rail, Elm Grove Beach, 129 flat at the 3/4, and they're homeward bound in the finale. Up front, No Cam Ray trying to go all the way. The Little Munster, Hopedale Parish on the far outside is there. Deep stretch now, coming to the wire. No Cam Ray, Hopedale Parish might have got to him. Here is trial 2. Snoop Matty Dog, Silent Swing, Ole Ole. Spokesman, Banner Yankee, Astronomical, Regio Hanover, and Lakota Hall. Here they come. Showtime! There they go. They're off and facing. Spokesman is first out from the middle. Banner Yankee joining him on the outside. Astronomical off stride. Spokesman, and he's going to take Banner Yankee with him. And he took Astronomical with him. It's a disastrous first turn in trial 2. It's wide open now. Up the backstretch, they race to the opening quarter. And on the front end, Silent Swing the leader here. He's in line to Phil Houdon tonight. Snoop Matty Dog is second, up in the third. Towards the rail, Ole Ole. Opening quarter up, 28-4. Round the turn for the first time they go. Silent Swing the leader. In the 2-hole, Snoop Matty Dog is second. Racing from third towards the rail as they arrive at the opening half mile. Ole Ole. Fourth along the inside. That is Regio Hanover. Banner Yankee trying to get back into it here. Racing up fourth, then in fifth. On the outside, Astronomical 6, Lakota Hall. The trailer, Spokesman, 57-2, 28-3 in the second. Up the backstretch, Silent Swing, leading them and opening up here. Snoop Matty Dog is second. Banner Yankee has moved into third. Coming up fourth, now on the outside, Regio Hanover towards the rail in fifth. By 3/4, Ole Ole, Astronomical 6, 125-3, 28-1 in the third split, and Silent Swing has put them all away here. He's way out in front. Silent Swing and Phil Houdon just made it look mighty easy in trial 2. Banner Yankee, a big recovery for the deuce. Regio Hanover, the local horse, he's got a spot in the final, and it looked like Snoop Matty Dog held on to fourth. Second race, Sire Stakes coming to the start. 2-year-old trotters. Miss Mo back leaving. There they go. Scarlet Destiny is first out for the lead. Trotting up for second on the far outside. AJ's Pride. Third as they trot their way into the turn in between horses as they arrive at that opening 8th Marion Bridge along the rail and up fourth. That is Salisbrook Balance. Up into fifth at the inside, Banana Split back to 6 as they race the backstretch is PH Muscle Man and the trailer. That's Miss Mo 7th on the way to the opening station. Scarlet Destiny and Daryl McLean up front on the lead. AJ's Pride drops in to be second. Racing from third is Marion Bridge. Fourth at the rail, Salisbrook Balance, 30-4. That's a good opener for a 2-year-old trotter. Round the turn for the first time they go. And it's Scarlet Destiny showing the way. AJ's Pride is right up into second. Marion Bridge at the rail third. Salisbrook Balance with the front pack fourth. Back into fifth, Banana Split. Miss Mo on the outside is trotting into sixth, and PH Muscle Man trailing the field halfway home. Scarlet Destiny leading them there. AJ's Pride in the 2-hole. Here comes Marion Bridge. Up on the outside third, the Happen 103. And a 4. Trotting fourth is Salisbrook Balance. Miss Mo has got herself right back into it here. Trotting fifth on the outside. Banana Split at the rail 6. PH Muscle Man trailing on the outside 7th. Up the backstretch, they go next at 3/4. The leader, Scarlet Destiny. From the outside, Marion Bridge is second. AJ's Pride trotting the rail third. Miss Mo on to be fourth. Springbrook Ballard, Salisbrook Ballard on the inside. He's racing up fifth. PH Muscle Man is sixth. Trailing the field, Banana Split. 3/4 into 135. and a 4/5, eighth of a mile to Trot, and Scarlet Destiny looking to go all the way. She's clear by 3. AJ's Pride is second. Salisbrook Ballard's coming on at the rail. Ms. Mo on the far outside. Scarlet Destiny and Daryl McLean all the way in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. There they go. They're off and trotting. Flight of the Phoenix leaving out. Maisie Dawn to her outside will go with her. And up the rail, Dunmore TKO is third. AC Dream into the turns away fourth. Trotting up 50, Chamois and Muzzy's Billy Bop. In the backfield trailing, arriving at that opening eighth. At the rail, Flight of the Phoenix. Maisie Dawn is driving here on the outside. Maisie Dawn and McPhee set to clear. Flight of the Phoenix is second. A large gap early third. That's Dunmore TKO. Trotting up into fourth at the rail is AC Dream. Chamois is fifth, and Muzzy's Billy Bop is in the backfield trailing 29 and 2 was the opener. Maisie Dawn fired up here on the front end. She's clear by 4. All alone in second is Flight of the Phoenix, and that gap to third is Dunmore TKO. Trotting up fourth, AC Dream. Chamois fifth, and the trailer, Muzzy's Billy Bop. They're halfway home in the fourth, and it's Maisie Dawn the leader. Flight of the Phoenix continues second. Dunmore TKO is starting to close in third. AC Dream fourth. Chamois fifth. And the trailer, Muzzy's Billy Bop. 1 minute 3 for an opening half mile. Maisie Dawn rolling along on the lead. Waiting to the 3/4 next. Maisie Dawn gonna get company. Here comes Dunmore TKO. Sent up on the outside now to challenge. Flight of the Phoenix at the rail third. AC Dream getting into it fourth. Chamois at the rail fifth. Then the trailer, Muzzy's Billy Bop. 3/4 in 132 and a 4. Still Maisie Dawn. Dunmore TKO looming mighty large here on the outside. AC Dream has got himself right into it here. Down the lane they come, and it's Dunmore TKO to take over. Up second, AC Dream. Deep in the lane, the Atlantic Sire Stakes 3-year-old trotters goes to Dunmore TKO and Teddy Smallwood. Here they come. There they go. They're up and trotting and leaving off stride. Rustico Try Socks, the heavy post-time favorite, has hit the run into the turn. Racing for the lead as they move on around the turn and turn to the back stretch. That's Major Danger. Now up into second is Hills Ace, trotting from third up the rail. West River Spud up into fourth as they move along the back stretch. Lola Brigida. There goes Rustico Try Socks, moving fifth on the outside. Towards the rail, it's Dusty Lane Rico. And the early trailer is Come a Long Way. They arrived up that opening quarter. Off stride in the backfield is Dusty Lane Rico. On past the quarter pole, and that's Major Danger showing the way for Brian McPhee. 31 and 4/4. Hills Ace now moving out of the 2-hole. Rustico Try Socks is right back into this race, up for third. Trotting fourth is West River Spud. Then in fifth as they move on down the stretch is Lola Brigida. Then racing from 6 up the rail, West River Spud and the trailer in the backfield, Dusty Lane Rico. Halfway home, Major Danger now has Rustico Try Socks to deal with. Third up the rail is Hills Ace, trotting into fourth. That's Lola Brigida, the half mile in 104. Trotting fifth along the inside, that's West River Spud, followed by Come a Long Way, and the trailer, Dusty Lane Rico to the backstretch, and Rustico Try Socks starting to open up on the front end. Major Danger is second, Hills Ace third, Lola Brigida trotting up fourth, West River Spud as fifth, then sixth, and going off stride, Come a Long Way, and the trailer in the backfield as they go by 3/4, racing around the turn for the final time. On the front end, the leader there, that is Rustico Try Socks, 3/4 in a 135 flat, racing from second, off stride, Major Danger jumped it off now. Hills Ace and West River Spud coming on. To the wire they come, Rustico Try Socks goes on to win it. There they go. They're up and trotting. Maple Leaf Opal's leaving out. Swoosh'em is leaving into the turn. Trotting up for third, First Venture. Along the rail, Dusty Lane Diva fourth. West River Red Wing is unhurried early. Away fifth. Then in sixth, it's Scarlet Sensation. And the trailer, that is Hopedale Last Bill. Swoosh'em and Trevor Easter up front, early leaders. Maple Leaf Opal right alongside and set to take over. Third up the rail, Dusty Lane Diva trotting up fourth. First Venture. West River Red Wing now swings to the outside fifth. Scarlet Sensation is sixth. And the trailer, that's Hopedale Last Bill. The quarter was a snappy 29 seconds flat. Maple Leaf Opal got fired up here. Swoosh'em left well for the two-hole ride. Racing from third as they come down the stretch towards the half. Dusty Lane Diva, and she's moving out. Trotting up fourth to the outside. West River Red Wing along the rail. First Venture fifth. Scarlet Sensation is sixth. And the trailer, Hopedale Last Bill, halfway home, led by Maple Leaf Opal in 1 minute and 2/5. Dusty Lane Diva now trotting second. Swoosh'em along the rail third. West River Red Wing moving up fourth. Racing fifth is First Venture. Sixth is Scarlet Sensation. Then in the backfield, the trailer, Hopedale Last Bill. They're onward to three-quarters next. Maple Leaf Opal the leader. From the outside, here is West River Red Wing set up to challenge. Third along the rail, that is Dusty Lane Diva racing up into fourth. Here comes Scarlet Sensation to get into it. 3/4 into 1:31 and 3. Good clip. 1/8 of a mile left to trot. Maple Leaf Opal has found some more here. In at the rail, Dusty Lane Diva. West River Red Wing on the outside third. Scarlet Sensation fourth. They're in deep stretch. Now Maple Leaf Opal and Willie Murphy have gone all the way. There they go. They're off and pacing along the rail. Victonian Hector and Panzo 2. And to their outside, that is Star Yankee leaving into the turn. Dropping in to be fourth. All on the inside is Island Power. Away fifth here in the early going. At the inside, racing around the turn is Meadowvale Lingle. And the early trailer is Hush's Last Money going to the quarter pole. And on the outside, Star Yankee has to work to clear the lead because Panzo 2 took him right on here. Now the large gap back to Victonian Hector third. Moving to the outside fourth. There goes Meadowvale Lingle. On the rail, Island Power is fifth. Down the trailer, Hush's Last Money is sixth. The quarter in a 28 and 1 clip, and that is large tonight. On the front end, Star Yankee had to pay for the lead here. Panzo 2 is second. Up on the outside for third. That is Meadowvale Lingle. Towards the rail, fourth is Victonian Hector. Fifth and moving out is Island Power. The trailer, that is Hush's Last Money. 3 in, 3 out. After a 59 and 2 opener. Up front, Star Yankee, the leader. To his outside, that's Meadowvale Lingle. Third towards the rail, Panzo 2. Hush's Last Money. 3 wide and coming after them fourth. Pacing fifth is Island Power. The trailer, that is Victonian Hector. 3 deep at 3/4. Star Yankee at the rail. On the far outside, Hush's Last Money coming with them. In the middle, Meadowvale Lingle is there third. 3/4 in 1:30 and 4. Round the turn for the final time. Star Yankee at the rail, the leader. In between them, Meadowvale Lingle. Hush's Last Money on the far outside coming to the lead. Hush's Last Money and Henry Smallwood in the Sire Stakes for 2-year-old colt pacers. There they go. They're up and pacing. Tobin Star from the outside is pointed out. Towards the rail, Wicked Time second, and they're a little tight into the turn. Up the inside, Camco Keat, and driving up is Mr. Gilmore. Then it's leaders first, and the early trailer, Waterside Yankee. At the opening 8, they'll be led by Tobin Star and Walter Chevery, clear by 2.5. Second along the rail is Wicked Time, away third. That's Mr. Gilmore. Fourth up the rail is Camco Key. Leaders first is fifth, and Waterside Yankee trailing the field 29-1 was the opening fraction. Midway round the upper turn, Tobin Star cutting it out. In the two-hole, it's Wicked Time racing from third. All on the inside, Mr. Gilmore pacing from fourth up the rail. That is Camco Key moving out fifth. On the outside goes Leaders first. The trailer, that is Waterside Yankee on past the opening half mile. Tobin Star showing the way. He arrived at the half, the leader. Now he's leading towards the 5/8, 59-1 at the half. 3/8 to go. Tobin Star the leader. In the two-hole, it's Wicked Time. Mr. Gilmore's under submerging third. Up on the outside fourth. That is Leaders first. Waterside Yankee tipped out 3 wide fifth. Now the trailer along the rail. Camco Keyed by 3/4. Tobin Star's open it up here. Second is Wicked Time. Mr. Gilmore third. Fourth on the outside. Leaders first. Waterside Yankee coming through at the rail. 3/4 and 1:30-1. And they're coming for home. It's all Tobin Star. Wicked Time second. Mr. Gilmore. Waterside Yankee at the rail. On the line, Tobin Star and Chevery have gone all the way. There they go. They're off and pacing. Kincora Road is leaving. Remember Johnny from the far outside, and up the rail, Jers Gambler will stack him up 3 wide into the turn. Racing from fourth up the rail, he's classy, and the trailer. That's Crafty Pat. They're 3 high in the early going. Farthest out, remember, Johnny will shoot to the front. Second along the rail, Jers Gambler. Now dropping in to be third. That's Kincora Road. Fourth up the rail is He's Classy, and the trailer is Crafty Pat in fifth. They're at the opening quarter. And remember, Johnny in line to Robert Shepard made the lead. 29-2 opened her here. Racing from second along the rail is Jers Gambler. Around the turn in the middle of the pack third. Kincora Road, He's Classy is fourth, and Crafty Pat on the outside, trailing the field fifth. Down the lane, the half mile up next, and the leader there will be Remember Johnny. Crafty Pat coming quickly on the outside here, right on to take on the leader and go past the leader. Crafty Pat went from worst to first. Second along the rail, that is Remember Johnny. Around the turn in third, that's Jers Gambler. Up fourth on the outside, He's Classy, and Kincora Road is now the trailer. The half mile in 101 flat, going to 3/4 next. And Remember Johnny has put Crafty Pat back on the pylons. Up third on the outside. Here comes He's Classy now to get into it. Fourth up the rail, Jers Gambler. Now the trailer, Kincora Road. 3/4 gone by. The leader there was Remember Johnny in 1:30-4. 29-4 in the third, and they're on their way home. Led by Remember Johnny. Crafty Pat is second. On the outside, He's Classy third. Kincora Road towards the rail, Jers Gambler. They're in deep stretch now. Remember Johnny and Robert Shepard all the way in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. They're off and pacing out from the middle. Dreams Matter going to the lead. Second as they race into the turn. Along the inside is Island Jazzy Star. Imps Finesse is moving up for third. Fourth along the rail as they race on round the turn is Plea Bargain. Accelerated Force unhurried early. He's fifth in the early trailer. Town Jewel up the backstretch. Imps Finesse and Pookie McCollum right on to the lead. Opening by 2. Second along the rail as they race to the opening quarter mile is Dreams Matter. Up into third is Island Jazzy Star. Plea Bargain is fourth at the rail. Racing up into fifth. Along the inside, Accelerated Force. And the trailer, Town Jewel. 29 seconds flat was the initial quarter. They move round the turn for the first time, and they all have pylon spots. They're watching Imps Finesse cut it out. Getting the 2-hole ride on the rail. Dreams Matter. Island Jazzy Star continuing third. Plea Bargain is fourth. Accelerated Force is now moving outside fifth. And the trailer, Town Jewel, is sixth. On by the opening half mile, and Imps Finesse continues to lead it. 59-3 at the midway point. Rounding the turn, second time, Imps Finesse by the 5/8. Still by 2 open here. Second along the rail, Dreams Matter. Accelerated Force moving third on the outside. Going on after the leader. Plea Bargain tips out fourth. Island Jazzy start the rail fifth. And the trailer, Town Jewel by 3/4. Imps Finesse continues alone on the lead. Accelerated Force moving into second. 3/4 of a mile and 1. 29 and 1. And they're homeward bound in an A division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes. Imps Finesse the leader. Accelerated Force cannot get to him. Imps Finesse on the line all the way. There they go. They're up and pacing, firing from the outside. East meets west is headed to the lead. Absalom along the rail is second. Third into the turn. That's Ultimate Fighter. Up fourth on the outside. They race to the opening eighth is PH Magic Man. Fifth up the inside is Close to Paradise. Then away in sixth up the rail, Elm Grove Chase. And the early trailer, Racino Magic up front. It's movement time here. Pinckney is headed to the lead. Absalom is taken over. East meets west at the rail. Racing up second. Gapped out in third is Ultimate Fighter. There's a lively, and I do mean lively opener. 28 and 2 was the quarter mile. Rounding the turn for the first time. Close to Paradise starts up in the backfield. Down the stretch. Coming in front of us. First time around towards the half. And it's Absalom. Halfway home the leader. In the 2-hole, East meets West. Up on the outside. Close to Paradise first over. A racing third. Fourth up the rail. Ultimate Fighter. PH Magic Man right up in the rigging here. But nowhere to go. Up on the outside, Elm Grove Chase. And now the trailer moving out. Racino Magic, 58. 4, opening half mile, going at 3/4 now. Absalom the leader, Close to Paradise is at his wheel. Third up the rail, East meets West, but he's dropping off the leaders. Up fourth to the outside, Elm Grove Chase is there, along the rail and racing fifth by 3/4 in a 1:29 and 2, down to 2 of them here, coming for home, and it's Absalom at the rail, the leader. Close to Paradise on the outside, but he can't get to him. It's Pinckney time. It's Absalom in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. Second, Close to Paradise. Elm Grove Chase drove in to be third. There they go. They're up and pacing, leaving out. That's Suasive and Jameson right to the front. Second along the rail, just Donny Gal, and into the turn. Racing up into third as they'll arrive at that opening eight. Off stride! Suasive has jumped it off here. Now to inherit the lead, that's just Donny Gal on the way to the opening quarter mile. Pacing from second along the rail here is TM Mohawk. Up into third up the rail is Designer Towel. Racing from fourth along the inside, Tommy 2. Then in fifth, Astronomical. And Suasive is trailing the field. Passing by that opening quarter mile, there's the inquiry sign. Under an inquiry now. 31 seconds flat was the opening station. They round the turn for time 1. Just Donny Gal that's out in front for Ron Matheson. Pacing in the 2-hole. TM Mohawk racing third at the rail. That belongs to Designer Towel. Moving fourth to the outside as they move through the stretch. Up on the outside is Tommy 2 now. Following him on the outside is Astronomical. Then towards the rail, Lights of Blast, and the trailer. That is Suasive passing by the opening half mile on the front end. Just Donny Gal in 103 and 3. Racing second now on the outside. Tommy 2, third towards the rail as they go by the 5/8 pole. Racing to the backstretch is TM Mohawk. Pacing fourth on the outside. That's Astronomical. Fifth up the rail, Designer Towel. Moving into sixth on the outside. Suasive, Life's a Blast. Trailing the field by the 3/4. And it's just Donny Gal still the leader in a 1:34 and 2. Pacing second is TM Mohawk. Tommy 2 on the outside third. Designer Towel coming through at the rail fourth. And they're coming home. Oh, and they get tangled up. And there's a spill in the backfield. Horse down, and we have a runaway. Coming to the wire, that is just Donny Gal. in the sire stake. Runaway horse, gentlemen. Runaway horse. He's in the stretch. There they go. They're off and facing Captain and Keats, River Ryan, Aerodynamic, PH Power Play. They're leaving into the turn here. And along the inside, it'll be Captain and Keats to show the way for Redmond Doucette. Second up the rail, Ride the Lightning. Here comes Aerodynamic, driving quickly here on the outside. Now going after the leader. Racing fourth along the rail is River Ryan up into fifth. Towards the inside, that's Bo Butler. Racing from sixth as they move past that opening quarter mile. Along the inside is Island Force and the trailer. PH Power Play, 28 seconds flat. That is an amazing opener here. And here comes Captain and Keats right out of the two-hole. Aerodynamic's lead was short-lived. He's now second. Racing from third along the rail. Coming down the lane is Ride the Lightning. Pacing up fourth is River Ryan. Out from fifth. There goes Bo Butler. PH Power Play on the outside six. Trailing the field. Island Force seventh. Halfway home. 57 seconds flat. Simply amazing here. Round the turn with 3/8 to go. Captain and Keats on the front end. Second is Aerodynamic. Up on the outside. Ride the Lightning is coming third. Fourth along the rail, River Ryan. Moving into fifth is Bo Butler. Then it's PH Power Play. And towards the inside, Island Force by the three-quarters now. And it's Captain and Keats around the turn. Second and final time, 1:27 and 4 down at three-quarters. And they're coming for home in the Sire Stakes. Captain and Keats the leader. Second, Ride the Lightning. He gave it one big effort, gonna fall a little short. Captain and Keats on top at Charlottetown tonight. There they go, and the very heavy post-time favorite well back leaving here. Into the turn and up the rail, it's Bonsai Princess going to the lead. Bo drop on the outside, going right with her here early, and away third towards the rail, Blue Meadow Exacta. Up into fourth, that is Dropped It Beautiful, then racing from fifth along the inside. There's G-Time up into sixth up the rail. That's Jen Silent Asset, and the trailer in the backfield is Artie's Haley. They arrive at the quarter, and Earl Smith has Bow Drop up front on the lead. Facing in the two-hole is Bonsai Princess. Racing alone in third, Blue Meadow Exacta. There's a big opener of 28 and 1/5. And Bow Drop and Earl, they got fired up early. Facing second along the rail, Bonsai Princess, Blue Meadow Exacta. All alone in third, Drop Dead Beautiful. Racing fourth, now Jen Silent Asset gets into the race, starting fifth on the outside. Sixth at the rail is G-Time. In the backfield, the trailer, that is Artie's Haley. By the opening half mile, then it's Bow Drop showing the way. In the two-hole, Bonsai Princess, half a mile's in 58 and 4. Pacing third on the outside, Jen Silent Asset, and she's moving forward and going after the leader. Up fourth, Blue Meadow Exacta on the outside. G-Time has now moved into fifth. Racing from sixth on the outside, Dropped It Beautiful. And in the backfield, the trailer, that's Artie's Haley. They're going to three-quarters now. And it's Bow Drop, the leader. Jen Silent Asset on the outside second. G-Time is up in the third. Drop Dead Beautiful. Driving up fourth. Three-quarters in 1:30 and 2. Round the turn for the final time. Bow Drop, the leader. Jen Silent Asset on the outside. Drop Dead Beautiful is right with them here third. Up at the rail fourth, G-Time. And they're coming for home in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. And Drop Dead Beautiful driving right on by here for Romo. Drop Dead Beautiful wins it. Second, Jen Silent Asset. There they go. They're off and facing Fancy's News leaving out. Dusty Lane Tate's a second. And along the rail, Subtle Jester will get away third. Pacing up into fourth, as Subtle Jester's gone off stride. Subtle Jester's on the run around the turn. On by the eighth pole and going up the backstretch, and that's Fancy's News out in front. Second up the rail, Dusty Lane Tate, and all alone in third. Rhonda's Bell back into fourth, a lot of force. Up into fifth along the inside, Fernhill Thunder. Then sixth up the rail, Diplomat Girl, and the trailer is Subtle Jester. They arrived at the opening quarter in 29 and 2 fifths. That's Kenny Murphy and Fancy's News. Midway around that upper turn, the leader. Dusty Lane Tate in the 2-hole, right up tight now in third. Rhonda's Bell, a lot of force has closed up that gap, is right with the leaders here fourth. Pacing fifth up the rail is Fernhill Thunder. Then in sixth, Diplomat Girl, the trailer, Subtle Jester, halfway home in the fourth, and it's Fancy's News, the leader there by 2. Dusty Lane Tate goes second. Rhonda's Bell continuing third. A lot of force moving out, and that'll bring some cover. Rhonda's Bell tips out into the turn. Fernhill Thunder is fifth. Continuing sixth, Diplomat Girl. Subtle Jester 7, 101, and 3 for the half. Going next to 3/4. Fancy's News is the leader. Here comes company. Rhonda's Bell alongside second. Third up the rail, Dusty Lane Tate. A lot of force moving into it, fourth on the outside. Now the gap back to fifth. Fernhill Thunder. Sixth, Diplomat Girl. Subtle Jester 7, 132, and 2 at the 3/4. Now they swing for home. Fancy's News up the rail. Rhonda's Bell on the outside now takes over. Dusty Lane Tate is moving up third. A lot of force drop back fourth in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. It's Rhonda's Bell and Mark Campbell. There they go. They're off and facing Clay Naya first out. On the outside, second is Springbrook Becky. Away third up the rail is Southview Spring. Into the turn, Delta Ray is up fourth. Facing fifth up the inside, pulls a Del Destino. Then away sixth at Allie and Kate. The early trailer is 2-2 leader. Up the backstretch, and they all get pylon spots early. Brian McPhee and Clay Naya is going to show the way. Clear by 2. Second along the inside, that is Springbrook Becky racing from third, a little gap. That is Southview Spring. Delta Ray got away fourth. Up into fifth is Forza Del Destino. Then Sedali and Kate, and 2-2 leader, 30 seconds flat. Opening station, midway around the turn for the first time they go. Fraction setter continues to be Clay Naya, and she's opening up here. Second is Springbrook Becky, and she's under some burial urging, trying to keep the hole filled. Facing third and moving out is Southview Spring along the rail. Delta Ray is with the leaders fourth. Pacing from fifth along the inside. That's Forza Del Destino. Outside Sedali and Kate is sixth, and the trailer. That's 2-2 leader seventh. Halfway home, and they were there in 101 and 3. Into the turn, Clay Naya the leader. Southview Spring now up the challenge. Springbrook Becky along the rail third. Delta Ray is there fourth on the outside. Up into fifth, Sedali and Kate. Back to sixth, Forza Del Destino. And 2-2 leader continuing to trail. Going to 3/4 now. And it's Clay Naya still the leader. Outer wheel on the outside is Southview Spring. Springbrook Becky along the rail third. Delta Ray fourth. 3/4 into 132 and a 2. Eighth of a mile left to go. And it's still Clay Naya at the rail. From the outside, Southview Spring trying to wear her down. Springbrook Becky has dropped back third. Delta Ray and Sedali and Kate coming to the wire in the Atlantic Shire Stakes. Southview Spring will get there for Chevrolet. They're off and facing. Fillies off to a good start. That's Woodmere No Fool to her outside. Beer Drinking Doll and up the rail. Success for You will be third into the turn. Dropped in fourth. That is Greyland Becky up on the outside and into fifth for the Love of Bunny. Then sixth up the rails. They pass by that opening eighth. Is Ocean View Sue. Pacing seventh here in the early going. That's Drop of Nutmeg in the early trailer. Wester and Queen strung out here. And up front, Woodmere No Fool and Kenny Arsenault are the quarter pole leaders. Beer Drinking Doll at the rail second. Success for You third. 28. 3, another big opener. Racing up fourth along the rail. That's Greyland Becky up on the outside and starting to move from fifth as they swing off that upper turn and come down the lane towards the half mile. Racing with the lead, it's Woodmere No Fool. Now up and out on the outside to be second as they arrive at the half. That is Drop of Nutmeg. Third up the rail, Beer Drinking Doll. Success for You is out fourth. Now moving out fifth, Greyland Becky up the rail in sixth. For the Love of Bunny, then in seventh as they race into the turn. That's Western Queen, and Ocean View Sue is off stride in the backfield. The half in 59 and 2. 3/4 next station, and Woodmere No Fool leads them there. Drop of Nutmeg is at her wheel second. Coming out 3 wide in third is Greyland Becky. Fourth at the rail. They go by the 3/4. Along the inside, Beer Drinking Doll. Up in a fifth for the Love of Bunny. And they're well grouped after a 3/4 in 1:29 and 4. Eighth of a mile left to go. Woodmere No Fool trying to go all the way. Beer Drinking Dolls had a perfect ride. Up in the outside, Drop of Nutmeg third. Success for You. Up the rail between them for the Love of Bunny. Here comes the wire. Woodmere No Fool up the rail. Does go wire to wire for Kenny Arsenault. There they go. They're off and pacing the inside quartet. They are firing here along the rail. Pictonian Pasadena racing between horses. That is PH Quickcat. Island Idol on the outside third. Then away fourth is Anna 2. Racing fifth here in the early going is Come Back Quick. Away sixth at the rails. They turn up the backstretch. Going to the opening quarter mile. Southview Summer. Now the outside racing seventh. Dubé Finesse. And the trailer along the rail. That is Fernhill Treasure. They're at the opening quarter. Rail control for Gary Chappell and Pictonian. Pasadena 28 and 4 to open it up here. Midway around the upper turn for time 1 in the 2-hole is PH Quickcat. Up and driving Southview Summer rushes into third. Island Idol is fourth along the rail, racing from fifth. As they straighten down the stretch, they're coming towards the half. That's Come Back Quick. Then in sixth is Anna 2 on the outside seventh. At the midway point, that is Dubé Finesse. And the trailer along the rail is Fernhill Treasure. Opening half mile, that belonged to Pictonian Pasadena in 58 and 2. She'll lead them to 5/8. Her lead is 2. Second is PH Quickcat. There goes Island Idol to the outside third. Come Back Quick, 3 high and moving fourth. Up the rail, Anna 2 fifth. Southview Summer tiring between them. On the far outside, Dubé Finesse. Then up the rail, Fernhill Treasure. New leader with a quarter of a mile to go. Island Idol is taken over in a 1:29 and 2. Come Back Quick on the outside second. Third up the rail, Pictonian Pasadena. Now moving fourth, Dubé Finesse. They turn for home in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. And that's Island Idol on in front. Up on the outside, Come Back Quick. On the far outside, Dubé Finesse is there in the finish at the wire. Island Idol for Terry Gallant in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. And there they go. They're off and pacing. Going to the lead, it's Paramount of green horses as they race into the turn. Windy Noel Wabbit off stride into the turn with Miss Megamo. At the rail and racing in third is Fernhill Tempest. Away fourth. Along the inside is Tobin's Paradise. Up into fifth at the rail is Emily J. Down. Dropping in sixth, that is Elm Grove Isle. Pacing from seventh. Along the inside, that's Greyland Bad Girl. And the trailer on the backstretch is Miss Megamo, and there's early movement. Here comes Fernhill Tempest and Pooka McCollum. They're going to slide right to the front after a 28 and 3 opener. Facing second now at the rail is Windy Noel Wabbit. Up in a third is Paramount, alone in fourth. Tobin's Paradise pacing fifth as they swing off the turn and race down the stretch. Emily J. Down. Elm Grove Isle is moving out sixth. Then in seven, Miss Megamo and Greyland Bad Girl. She's a bad girl at the back. She's on the run. Opening half mile belonged to Fernhill Tempest. Rushing up on the outside, Elm Grove Isle coming right to her and set to take over the half in 59 and 2. 3/8 of a mile to go, and Elm Grove Isle is the new leader as they go to the backstretch. Second at the rail is Fernhill Tempest. Up on the outside, Tobin's Paradise is moving third. Up fourth is Emily J. Down, racing fifth. That's Windy Noel Wabbit. Then in sixth, Miss Megamo. Seventh is Paramount. Trailing the field, Greyland Bad Girl. 3/4 in 1:29 and 4. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Elm Grove Isle and Claire McDonald trying to close it out. In at the rail, Tobin's Paradise. Emily J. Down could be heard from before it's all over here. They're in deep stretch now. Emily J. Down in line to Steve Mason in the Atlantic Sire Stakes. And there they go. They're off and trotting Shay's last trade. Along the inside, Dunmore Alpha. Third into the turn, Rustico Logic. Maple Leaf Noble unhurried. He will race round the turn in fourth, and Hopeful Way will try to catch up. He's a trailing fifth. At that opening eighth, Dunmore Alpha and Teddy Smallwood fired to a two-length lead. Second is Shea's Last Trade. Now Maple Leaf Noble is starting his move on the outside, driving into third. Rustico Logic will trot fourth at the rail, and Hopeful Way is trailing the field fifth. Dunmore Alpha is fired up tonight, and he's clear by 3 out in front. The quarter in 29 and a 1/5. Racing from second at the rail is Shea's Last Trade. Maple Leaf Noble is up into third. Off stride, Rustico Logic fourth, and Hopeful Way now moving into fourth. Off the turn, down the stretch. They're in front of us. First time round, approaching the opening half mile, and Dunmore Alpha at the midway point. Maple Leaf Noble back up and driving on the outside for second. Third along the rail is Shea's Last Trade, racing from fourth. Hopeful Way is right back into it, and the trailer, Rustico Logic, 59 and 3 at the half, going to 5/8, and Dunmore Alpha is 3/8 of a mile away. On the outside, Maple Leaf Noble is at his wheel. Third along the rail, Shea's Last Trade, Hopeful Way, trotting into fourth. Then in the backfield, that's Rustico Logic, the trailer. Maple Leaf Noble, it took him 3/4 of a mile, but now he's cleared the lead here for Ralphaneer. Dunmore Alpha is sagging 3/4 up in 1:30 flat. Round the turn for the final time they go. Maple Leaf Noble now by 2. Dunmore Alpha is second. Back into third as they trot down the lane. Shea's Last Trade, Hopeful Way fourth, Rustico Logic fifth. They're in deep stretch now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is incredible, and this is 27 in a row. He's done it again. Maple Leaf Noble and Ralphaneer on the line. And away they go. Rambuster right to the front here. Second along the rail as they go to the turn is Shellmark Adios, and racing from third. Up on the outside is Rookie's Raisin. Away fourth along the rail, pushing up Roses. Now fifth is Rackland Fine Line. I Gotta Go's in 6, and the trailer. That is Russell in the Vines. Going to the opening quarter mile. Rambuster shot to the front, and he is wheeling here for Gary Chappell. Rookie's Raisin moving into second. Third up the rail, Shellmark Adios, opening quarter. Boom! Just like that, 27 and 2 to open it up here. Rambuster on the lead. Pacing in the 2-hole, it's Rookie's Raisin, racing from third. Shellmark Adios. Here comes action up on the outside. Rackland Fine Line is moving out fourth. Pushing up Roses now fifth. I Gotta Go following the cover. Up 6 on the outside. Russell in the Vines, trailing the field. Past the midway point, they're chasing Rambuster. 56! And a fifth was the half. Midway around the turn, they're going to 5/8. Rambuster the leader. Sticking with him along the rail, Rookie's Raisin. Shellmark Adios third. Rackland Fine Line. In between them fourth. I Gotta Go tipped out 3 wide and moving fifth. Pushing up Roses is 6. And Russell in the Vines is trailing the field by 3/4. It's still Rambuster in here. Rookie's Raisin is 2 lengths off the leader. I Gotta Go is starting to move third. Up to fourth. Along the inside, that is Rackland Fine Line. 3/4 up in 125. Flat. Rambuster missioned here. Up on the outside, I Gotta Go. Now has him collared. In between them, Rookie's Raisin. I Gotta Go. And Mike Campbell in the wall, Hennessy. There they go. They're off and pacing. DM Splash along the rail. Bubble and Crude is second, and Timeless Hanover is third to the turn. Up the rail, Bloodstock's Queens away fourth. Racing up into fifth, Kane Rise again. And the early trailer, My Little Success, on past the opening eighth. Rail control for DM Splash and Paul McDonald. And they're going to set sail with the lead here in the early going. Bubble and Crude tucked away now second. Up into third up the rail, Timeless Hanover. Fourth along the inside, Bloodstock's Queen. Then fifth is Kane Rise again. And the trailer is My Little Success. The quarter mile up 29 and 1/5. They're midway around the turn for the first time they go, and it's DM Splash, Fraction Setter, going past the 3/8 pole. In the 2-hole, it's Bubbling Crude. Timeless Hanover is edging to the outside third. Along the rail, racing up fourth. Bloodstock's Queen now moving up fifth as Kane Rise again, and the trailer is My Little Success. They're halfway home. DM Splash getting them there. In up the rail, it's Bubbling Crude. First over, Timeless Hanover, 59 and a 5th at the half. Pacing fourth on the outside, Kane Rise again. On the rail in 5th, it's Bloodstock's Queen. The trailer, My Little Success, up the backstretch, 3/4 next. DM Splash about to get some company. Timeless Hanover driving up on the outside to challenge. Moving into third is Kane Rise again. Up on the outside, looking for fourth. My Little Success. Along the rail, Bubbling Crude. Got jammed up fifth, and Bloodstock's Queen. Up on the outside is trailing. 3/4 in 1:29 and 4 as they round the turn for the final time. 1/8 of a mile out. The leader, Timeless Hanover. Kane Rise again on the outside second. Up to third, My Little Success. Fourth is Bloodstock's Queen. Bubbling Crude fifth. Deep stretch now. Coming to the wire in the Lady Slipper. And that is Timeless Hanover. Second. There they go. They're up and pacing, leaving out. That is Whispering Hope for the lead. Along the rail, Fabulous Alberta. Third as they make their way to the turn. Race on Brandy, away on the rail and racing for She's a Hobby. Up on the outside for fifth. Island Faith at the rail 6, passing by that opening 8, moving up the back stretch. The opening quarter and the early trailer is Olivia Hall. On the front end, that's Barrio aboard Whispering Hope in the early going. Second up the rail, Fabulous Alberta. Here comes Island Faith. Up on the outside, third, now second, and going after the leader. Fourth along the rail is Race on Brandy. Now in fifth, She's a Hobby. Olivia Hall is underway, 6. And the trailer, Life on the Hoof, 28 and 2/5. There's a big opener here. Whispering Hope out in front. Island Faith caught on the outside. Post-time favorite is Overland here. Fabulous Albert at the rail, third. Up in a fourth, Olivia Hall. Fifth on the rail, that is Race on Brandy. Third over 6, Life on the Hoof, and the trailer, She's a Hobby, halfway home in 58 and 3 into the paddock turn towards the 5/8 next, and the leader there is Whispering Hope. Second up the rail, Fabulous Alberta. Here comes Olivia Hall. 3 wide in third. Island Faith in between horses fourth. Life on the Hoof, 3 wide fifth. Then in 6, Race on Brandy. Trailing the field, that's She's a Hobby. With a 1/4 of a mile to go, Whispering Hope is the leader. Here comes her stablemate now. Up on the outside, Olivia Hall on to be second. Fabulous Alberta on the rail third. Life on the Hoop is taken over fourth. Racing fifth is Race on Brandy. 3/4 in 1:29 and 2. And they're coming for home in the Lady Slipper. Whispering Hope looking to go all the way. Olivia Hall on the outside has one final shot here. Deep in the stretch. Coming to the wire next. Whispering Hope at the rail has won it. There they go. They're off and pacing it. Island Velvet is leaving out. Miss Ballard is going to go with her. And up the rail, Just Jesse will stack them up 3 wide on the turn. Up in a fourth along the rail, that is Rustico Paradise. Racing from fifth at the inside, Sensible Force. Blow by Blues away 6 in the early trailer. Pondle Bay Randy, little battle early here. From the outside, Miss Ballard is set to take over. Just Jesse along the inside will carry her to the opening quarter. Third up the rail is Island Velvet. Up in a fourth, Rustico Paradise. Sensible Force goes fifth. Blow by Blue 6. Pondle Bay Randy 7. 29 and a 1/5 opener. Round the turn for the first time they go. Miss Ballard looks for a second quarter breather. Up front for Brody McPhee. In the 2-hole, Just Jesse racing from third up the rail. That is Island Velvet. Fourth is Rustico Paradise. Here comes Blow by Blue. Starting up on the outside, fifth. Along the inside is Sensible Force. And Pondle Bay Randy on the outside trailing. They're halfway home. And here comes Island Velvet now to challenge for the lead. Miss Ballard at the rail and Island Velvet to her outside. 1 minute and 3 fast for a half. Pacing third is Just a Jesse. Into the turn fourth, Rustico Paradise. Fifth on the outside is Blow by Blue. Racing from sixth along the rail. That's Sensible Force. And Puddle Bay Randy. Up on the outside is the trailer. 3/4 next. And the leader at the rail, Ms. Ballard. Island Velvet just a half a length away. Third is Just Jesse. Blow by Blue on the outside. Fourth. Now in fifth, that's Rustico Paradise. Puddle Bay Randy moving into sixth. And Sensible Force trailing the field. 3/4 in 1:30 and 3 fast. Turning for home in the Lady Slipper. Miss Ballard hanging on to the lead. Island Velvet on the outside. Blow by Blue is third. Pacing from fourth. Deep in the stretch. On the line, Miss Ballard all the way for Brody McPhee in the Lady Slipper. There they go. They're off and facing in Southview. Special is wheeling out for the lead. To her outside comes Southview Sally. But up the inside, Ocean View Lori is going to park him out. At least round the turn now. Over to the opening eighth and Ocean View Lori the leader. Southview Special is second. Up the inside for third. That's Georgie Girl. Southview Sally is outside and back fourth here in the early going. The early trailer in fifth. That is Brendan's Gal. At that opening quarter, Southview Special. She has to be used here to make the lead. Ocean View Lori just releases her now after a 28-second flat quarter mile. And the show's on at Charlottetown. Southview Special and Chevrolet cleared. Second is Ocean View Lori. Sally now, she's going to take a seat from third. Up the inside fourth is Georgie Girl, and the trailer is Brendan's Gal. Halfway home, and it's Southview Special and Chevrolet with a half a mile to go. Ocean View Lori races second. Southview Sally gets a breather now third. Along the rail, Georgie Girl is fourth. And Brendan's Gal continuing to trail. Opening half mile is 56 and 4. That's 28 and 4 in a second split. And now they go to 3/4. And Southview Special is opened up. Clear by 3. Southview Sally underway on the outside. Now second. Third up the rail. And Ocean View Lori tiring big time. There goes Georgie Girl on the outside. Fourth. Brendan's Gal trailing the field. 3/4. Check it out. It's 1:26 and 1/5. Southview Special clear with an eighth of a mile to go. Southview Sally 3 lengths off her. Now second. Georgie Girl moved up third. Brendan's Gal fourth. Ocean View Lori fifth. It's the Lady Slipper stake. And it's Southview Special right up against the clock here in line to Chevrolet. There they go. They're up and pacing. Panama is first out. Woodmere Gal Friday is second. From the outside, Woodmere Bright Star. Along the rail, Forceful Hope. And the early trailer, that will be Special Guest. At the opening eighth, Panama sent to the lead here in line to Anthony MacDonald. In at the rail, Woodmere Gal Friday will get away second. Woodmere Bright Star is third. Forceful Hope back fourth. And the trailer, that is Special Guest. They're strung out just the field of 5, but they're gapping early here because Panama has set sail on the front end in line to Anthony MacDonald. 28 seconds flat was the opening panel. She leads it by 3. Woodmere Gal Friday is second around the turn. Woodmere Bright Star third. Forceful Hope has fourth. And Special Guest trailing the field fifth. Down the stretch, opening half mile. You'll get it next, and Panama will be the leader there. In the 2-hole, it's Woodmere Gal Friday. Woodmere Bright Star at the rail is racing from third. Up on the outside, there goes Special Guest moving into fourth. And Forceful Hope is trailing the field. Into the turn for time 2. 57 and 1 is an opening half mile, and Panama lighting it up here. 3/8 to go. Her lead down to 2. Woodmere Gal Friday is second. Up on the outside, here comes Special Guest moving into third. Woodmere Bright Star at the rail fourth. Forceful Hope up on the outside, trailing the field. They're at the 3/4, and Panama getting them there. Woodmere Gal Friday. Forceful Hope is coming to them up on the outside, racing around the turn. Special Guest fourth. Now the trailer, Woodmere Bright Star. 3/4 in 1:27 flat. Panama at the rail. Forceful Hope now takes over, coming for home. Woodmere Gal Friday along the inside. Special Guest coming up fourth. It is Forceful Hope in the Lady Slipper Gold. Down, ole, ole, lies the truth, Lakota Hall. Astronomical, J.K. Big Shot, Spokesman, Underground King, and Tough Luck on the grandstand side. Third time's a charm. There they go, up and pacing, all but Underground King. He's gone off stride. Into the turn, Astronomical is sailing right to the lead. Lakota Hall gets away second. Ole along the rail third. Up on the outside, 3 wide. There goes J.K. Big Shot moving into third. Up between horses and racing from fourth. That is Lies the Truth. Ole fifth. Moving out from sixth, there goes Tough Luck. Then it's Spokesman seventh. And the trailer in the backfield off stride. Underground King. That's Doc Moore, and that is Astronomical. Over to the opening, quoted 26-3. Boom! Just like that, Astronomical fired out here. He's the leader around the turn for the first time. Pacing second along the rail as they get set to move on down the stretch. Coming towards that opening half mile, Lakota Hall. Up on the outside, Tough Luck came early third. Moving out fourth is J.K. Big Shot. In at the rail racing fifth. That is Lies the Truth. Ole on the outside sixth. Then Spokesman is seventh. And the trailer into the turn on the outside. Underground King 55 flat. Halfway home time by the 5/8. Turning now to 3 quarters they go. On the front end, Astronomical the leader. Tough Luck on the outside is second. Third up the rail, Lakota Hall. J.K. Big Shot moving into fourth. Racing from fifth on the far outside. That's Underground King. 3 quarters up in 124 flat. And you're watching the fastest free-legged pacer in the history of the Maritimes. That's Astronomical turning for home, and he's all alone on the lead. Now he's up against the clock to see how quick he goes tonight. Astronomical and Doc Moore in the Gold Cup and Saucer Consolation. Second goes to J.K. Big Shot. It looked like Lakota Hall third may need a picture for fourth. It's the $10,200 final of the Alpine $3,000 claiming series in the fifth. Katahdin Country, Divine Destination, Chaleurs for Erica, Frankenmuir, Yeah But What If, Alexandra Splash, Zodiac Mac, and J.M. Mac Attack. Here they come. There they go. They're off and pacing, and that's Yeah But What If firing out. Second is Frankenmuir along the rail third. Katahdin Country as they round the turn. Dropping in fourth, Divine Destination. Chaleurs for Erica's away fifth. Now in sixth, Alexandra Splash. Then racing from seventh, Zodiac Mac and J.M. Mac Attack. The trailer battle on the front end here. On the outside, Yeah But What If is being carried to the quarter by Frankenmuir, and he's going to prevail for Kerry. Frankenmuir is going to put Yeah But What If in the 2-hole. Should be lively. It is. Boom! Just like that, $3,000 claimers on an off night at Charlottetown. Trip it up in 27-4. Off the turn and down the stretch they come. Half a mile is up next. Frankenmuir right on a mission here with Gary. Second is Yeah But What If. Starting to close up third, Katahdin Country. Divine Destination is fourth. Chaleurs for Erica fifth. Then in sixth, Alexandra Splash. Seventh on the outside, J.M. Mac Attack. And Zodiac Mac, the trailer, opening half mile in 58 1/5. Midway around the turn, Frankenmuir the leader at the 5/8 on Yeah But What If. Katahdin Country moving out third. Divine Destination not going to wait. Swinging 3 wide. Moving up fourth. Pacing fifth at the rail. Alexandra Splash. Chaleurs for Erica sixth. Then in seventh along the inside, Zodiac Mac and the trailer, J.M. Mac Attack. By 3 quarters now. And Katahdin Country the leader in 129 4. Divine Destination second on the outside. Chaleurs for Erica coming on to be third. Now up fourth is Alexandra Splash, and they're coming for home now in the Alpine $3,000 claiming series final. Katahdin Country and Kenny Arsenault is going to get them there. Katahdin Country has won it. There they go. Cameo Morley right to the front easily here. Second along the rail, that's the little monster dropping in to be third. Woodmere Windstar away on the rail fourth. That's Elm Grove Beach racing from fifth along the inside. Here in the early going is Lotto Jim and Island Hurricane will trail the field. Up the backstretch, Barrio and Cameo Morley are fired up here. The Little Monsters away second, racing up into third. That is Woodmere Windstar. Back to fourth, Elm Grove Beach racing into fifth at the rail. Lotto Jim and the trailer. That's Island Hurricane. They arrived at the opening quarter. Cameo Morley in 29 and 1. The Little Monster now is closed right in second. Racing third at the rail, Woodmere Windstar. Pacing from fourth is Elm Grove Beach. Fifth is Lotto Jim and Island Hurricane. Starts his move on the outside six as they move down the stretch. Half a mile is up next. And on the front end, Cameo Morley is halfway home the leader. The Little Monster now right there second. Woodmere Windstar at the rail third. Island Hurricane driving fourth on the outside. Fifth along the rails. They move into the turn. Elm Grove Beach and the trailer is Lotto Jim. The half up in 59 and 2. Round the turn with 3/8 to go. The leader, Cameo Morley. Second along the rail, the Little Monster. Island Hurricane up third on the outside. Fourth up the rail, Woodmere Windstar. Racing fifth and moving out is Elm Grove Beach. And the trailer on the outside, Lotto Jim. They're by 3/4 now. And it's still Cameo Morley in a 1:28 and 4. 29 and change in the third. Second, the Little Monster. Island Hurricane has gone off stride. Racing from third at the rail, Woodmere Windstar. Up on the outside for fourth. Coming for home, Lotto Jim. And down the stretch they come here. It is Cameo Morley. The Little Monster coming on the outside. The Little Monster, Kenny Arsenault has done it again here. 3-year-old Colt Pacers, Elm Grove Buddy, Mr. Sundin, Woodmere Westerner. Blue Meadow Willie, Island Hero, Western Dexter. Clay County is farthest out, and here they come. Beauty up a start here, a real beaut heading out for the lead. It's Island Hero. Off stride, Mr. Sundin now. He's gone on the run into the turn, and the backfield gets scattered as they go to the opening eighth. And from the outside, Wester and Dexter coming on to take the lead. Island Hero now is second. Mr. Sundin back down pacing, and there is the inquiry sign. Race number 8 is under an inquiry. Up fourth at the rail, that's Elm Grove Buddy. Racing from fifth is Woodmere Westerner. On the outside and racing from sixth, that is Clay County. And trailing the field is Blue Meadow Willie. They arrived at the opening quarter in 28 and 4. Up front, Western Dexter and Kenny Arsenault on the lead. Island Heroes away second. Mr. Sundin is uptight with the leaders in third. Well back into fourth as they move off the turn is Elm Grove Buddy. Woodmere Westerner has fifth. Racing from sixth, that is Clay County. And in the backfield, Blue Meadow Willie is trailing. They're halfway home. Western Dexter and Kenny Arsenault at the midway point. Island Heroes in the 2-hole. Racing third, that is Mr. Sundin. Elm Grove Buddy trying to get closer fourth. Woodmere Westerner along the rail fifth. The half up in 58 and 3 around the turn and swinging up the backside, going to 3/4, and it's Western Dexter the leader. Island Heroes in the 2-hole. Mr. Sundin is third. Elm Grove Buddy is all out fourth at the rail. Woodmere, they're tangled up at the back now. Woodmere Western and Clay County get all tangled up. They're by 3/4, and on the front end it is Western Dexter, clear by a length and a half. Island Hero along the rail is second. Pacing third, that's Mr. Sundin. 3/4 and a 1. 28 and 2 fifths. And they're coming for home now in the Joe O'Brien. And it's Western Dexter here. And it's Kenny Arsenault night tonight. This is his 4th winner for the quadruple. Western Dexter has done it in the Joe O'Brien. In the papermaker, there's Magnetic Penka, Star Style, Art Dandy, H Jackpot, Port Hill Elf, and Dance Hanover. Half a dozen of them lined up, top of the stretch. They're approaching the start. And there they go. They're off and pacing. H Jackpot will fire to the lead. Star Styles away second. Magnetic Benka along the rails away third. Up on the outside for fourth is Art Dandy. Into the turn and along the rail, Port Hill Alps away fifth in the early trailer. Dance Hanover freewheeling in the early going. H Jackpot and Anthony McDonald by 2 open lengths. Star Styles away second, racing up into third up the rail. That's Magnetic Benka. Fourth on the outside, Art Dandy is caught out. Towards the rail and racing fifth is Port Hill Elf and Dance Hanover trailing the field. They arrived up that opening quarter mile in 27 and 3. What an amazing quarter here. H Jackpot on the lead, and he's alone on the lead. Second along the rail, that is Star Style, but he's well off the leader. Racing third, Magnetic Backup. Fourth on the outside, Art Dandy's been out all the way. Fifth on the rail is Port Hill Elf, and now on the outside, Dance Hanover is trailing the field. Into the turn they go. 56 and 2 for that opening half mile. 28 and 4 in the second split, and H Jackpot rolls along, going by the 5/8, and he's turning it on now. He's by 5 open lengths. Star Style at the rail second. Art Dandy out all the way and moving up third. Fourth up the rail, Magnetic Benka racing from fifth to the outside. Dance Hanover. Now the trailer is Port Hill Elf. 3 quarters in 124 and 3. 28 and 1 in the third quarter, and H Jackpot has put them all away here. He's all alone turning for home. Star Style trying to hang on. He's second. Art Dandy a game effort. Magnetic Benka coming on up the rail, and they're in deep stretch coming to the wire. H Jackpot, Anthony McDonald have gone all the way. The open mares are Comical Brilla, Drinking Games Royal Val, Ari's Queen Virginia, 2-2 Breeze, Fernhill Queen, La Sorcière, and Howmax Dragon on the grandstand side. Race time. There they go. They're off and pacing and leaving out Drinking Games. Howmax Dragon on the far outside and Comical Brilla towards the rail. Royal Val is into the turn away up fourth. Racing up fifth along the inside. Ari's Queen Virginia. Then sixth up the inside is 2-2 Breeze. Seventh. That's a Fernhill Queen in the early trailer. La Sorcière. The mares all get pylon positions, and up front Todd Trites has sent Drinking Games right to the engine here. Racing from second up the rail, Comical Brilla. Royal Val will get away third. Howmax Dragon is up fourth. Racing from fifth. Oh, on the inside, Ari's Queen Virginia. Sixth and moving out, that is Fernhill Queen. 2-2 Breeze is seventh, and La Sorcière is 28 and 2. Lively tempo here. Backfield in motion. Off the turn, Drinking Games will bring them down the lane towards the half. In the 2-hole, Comical Brilla. Royal Val continuing third. Moving up into fourth is Ari's Queen Virginia. Now on the outside and driving into fifth. There goes Howmax Dragon. Pacing sixth is Fernhill Queen. Back to 7, 2-2 Breeze. And La Sorcière on the outside trailing 57 and 3 at the opening half mile. Round the turn going to 5/8. And it's Drinking Games the leader. Ari's Queen Virginia on the outside. Towards the rail, Comical Brilla. Royal Val is fourth. Pacing fifth is Howmax Dragon. Then in sixth, that is racing on the outside, 2-2 Breeze. Seventh, La Sorcière. And the trailer along the rail is Fernhill Queen by 3 quarters in 126 and 4. We're midway around the turn. Second and final time to go. 1/8 of a mile out. And Drinking Games is the leader. Ari's Queen Virginia is second. And out the rail, third is Comical Brilla. Royal Val fourth. Down the stretch they come in the open mares final tonight, and Drinking Games is going to go all the way for Todd Trites. Second is Ari's Queen Virginia. Finishing third, Comical Brilla.
Gentlemen, our first representative will represent the hopes of Banner Yankee, leaving off the rail, Lindsay Brookins. Lindsay is the daughter of George Brookins and Shelley McKenzie, and the stepdaughter of Rachel Brookins and Thane Adams of Charlottetown. She is entering her first year of accounting program at Holland College in the fall. Please welcome the Gold Cup and Saucer 2000 ambassadors, and leading off the post parade, representing Banner Yankee. Let's hear it for Lindsay Brookins. Representing Snoop Matty Dog from post position 2, Margot Doyle. Margot is the daughter of Randy and Brenda Doyle of Stratford. She plans to attend a nursing program and to work with children. Ladies and gentlemen, she pins her hopes on probably one of the coolest names in the field, Snoop Matty Dog, leaving from post position 2. Let's wish good luck to Margot Doyle. From post position 3, representing Regio Hanover, Jesselyn McKinnon. Jesselyn is the daughter of John and Lisa McKinnon of Elmwood. She's a recent graduate of Bluefield High School, and she'll be entering her first year at UPEI in the fall, majoring in history and political science. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce Gold Cup and Saucer Ambassador Jesselyn McKinnon. I want to thank Hillside Motors for their contribution to the beautiful cars here this evening. Coming up next, leaving from post 4, Leslie Brown representing Presidential Kid. Leslie is the daughter of Richard and Kathy Brown of Charlottetown. She's entering her second year at UPI, working towards her nursing degree. Let's wish best of luck representing Presidential Kid tonight, Leslie Brown. Our next Gold Cup and Saucer Ambassador, ladies and gentlemen, will represent Katahdin Gale, leaving from post position 5. Larissa McCachran. Larissa is the daughter of Leslie McCachran and Valerie McLeod of Charlottetown. She has just graduated from Colonel Gray and will be attending Holland College in the fall. Wish best of luck to Larissa McCachran, representing Katahdin Gale. Leaving from post position 6. In the draw last Tuesday night, she will represent Silent Swing. Ellen Panting. Ellen is the daughter of Doug and Maureen Panting of Montague. She recently graduated from Montague Regional High School and is entering her first year at St. Francis Xavier University in the science program. Let's wish good luck to Ellen Panting, representing Silent Swing. Drawing post 7 in this famous race, in the Gold Cup and Saucer, is Mary Matt Hanover, and Mary Matt Hanover will be represented by Catherine Taylor. Catherine is the daughter of Carrie and Loretta Taylor of Stratford. She recently graduated from Charlottetown Rural High School and is entering her first year at Mount Allison University in the Environmental Studies program. Ladies and gentlemen, please wish good luck to Catherine Taylor and Mary Matt Hanover. And completing the stage this evening is post position 8. And as Mike McDonald said earlier tonight, this horse has made a lot of appearances in here. Harmony P will be represented by Crystal Cousins. Crystal is the daughter of Ray and Nancy Cousins of Crapo. She recently graduated from Bluefield High School. In the fall, she'll be entering her first year at UPI, majoring in political science. Ladies and gentlemen, please wish good luck to Crystal Cousins, representing Harmony P.
He's the returning champion from a year ago. A Brown Ridgeling 5 by Grin from ear to ear from Betty Yankee by BG's Bunny. Owned by Carl Jameson, Princeton, Arthur Slack, Rockwood, George Harrison from Lancashire, and Ian Kenny. Carl Jameson training and driving. Carl has a O'Brien Award to his credit. This horse, a winner of almost $600,000 in prize money, a record of 150-4. Last year, he went right down the road in the Gold Cup and Saucer. This year, he has the rail, and he's back to defend the title. Last year, Carl completed a lifelong dream by capturing the Gold Cup and Saucer. Would you welcome back Carl Jameson and Banner Yankee? From post position 2's the Bay Gelding 5 by Tudor Scooter. From the Armbro Cadet Dam, Candace Cole, a record of 150 and 2/5 this year at Woodbine. A winner of 25 lifetime races, over $100,000 in prize money. Owned by Charles McClellan of Charlottetown and Blair McLaughlin of Stratford. Tom Weatherby does the training. Paul McKenzie has Gold Cup and Saucers under his belt. He holds the age mare track record, the longest record here at the driving park with Little Black Book. This horse, a winner in 152 over Flambeau's half-mile track, before then taking his record, his next start. Paul McKenzie with 6,000, closing in on 6,000 career wins, returns home tonight looking for another Gold Cup and Saucer. Welcome to Snoop Matty Dog. From post 3 is the Bay Gelding, 5 years by Island Fantasy. From Rindercello by Cam Fella. Owned by Andrew and Alan Moore of Charlottetown. Andrew does the training. He has a record of 154 and 2/5, taken right here last year. A winner of almost $150,000 and 15 races lifetime. The youngest driver of the field is Mark Campbell. He'll be in the sulky tonight, pinning his hopes and riding along with a long shot possibility is the local horse. Here is 3, Regio Hanover. From post 4 is the Bay Gelding 7 by Presidential Ball. From the Big Towner Dam, Dream On Sister. Owned by Frank Cirillo of Mississauga and Bruce Gom of Toronto, Ontario. Anthony McDonald does the training and driving. Anthony, one of the rising stars of harness racing, now has a barn totaling 40 horses. This horse with a record of 150 and 4 at Mohawk, $110,000 in prize money, 15 races won in his career. He took his record just 3 starts ago. Would you welcome Anthony McDonald home? And he's aboard for Presidential Kid. The 5 horse is the Island-bred 6-year-old Bay Stallion by Drop-Off from Just Say Yes by Ralph Hanover, owned by David and Mitchell Fillmore of Berwick and Jason Mullen of Weymouth, Nova Scotia. He comes into the race in a winning streak of 6. Fastest maritime bred ever in a half-mile track with his trial victory in 153 and 1. 44 lifetime wins, closing in on $200,000 maritime money. The ageless one, Phil Pinkney, training and driving. Here's the maritime sensation, Katahdin Gale. Scoring from post 6, the Bay Gelding 5 by Northern Luck. From She Can't Say No by Die Laughing, owned by David Shea of Campbellville. Reg Pettibaugh from Shediac Bridge, New Brunswick. Jean-Louis Arsenault does the training. Phil Houdon joins us tonight in Charlottetown for the drive. He's the current track record holder here at Charlottetown of 151 and 1, a winner in a half-mile track this year of 151 and 4 at Grand River with $667,000 in earning, a record of 150 and a 1/5. Phil Houdon just joined the 3,000 win club tonight. He'd like to add the Gold Cup and Saucer to his list. Would you welcome the track record holder, Phil Houdon on Silent Swing. Scoring from post 7, the Bay Stallion 5 by Blissful Hall from the Matt Scooter Dam, Mary Matcolane. The fastest horse in the field with a record of 149 and 4 at Woodbine. Over $140,000 in prize money. 22 lifetime wins, locally owned by Tom Clark, Ron Matheson, and Hal Bevan, all from right here in Charlottetown. Ron does the training. Local rangeman Kenny Arsenault will move into the 2,000 win club a little later on this season. He'll pin his hopes and love to complete a childhood dream to win the Gold Cup and Saucer. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Kenny Arsenault. That is Mary Matt Hanover. Scoring on the outside from post position 8 is the Brown Stallion 8 by Camtastic. From the Abercrombie Dam Summer Eve, owned by Mike McDonald of Laval, Quebec, and Blair Hansen of Charlottetown. Joey Shea does the training, and Mr. Gold Cup and Saucer himself, Mike McDonald, in the driver's seat to make his 4th appearance in a Cup and Saucer. Has a record of 51 and 4 at Rockingham. 35 lifetime wins, and he got his record this year at the age of 8. Would you welcome home Mr. Gold Cup and Saucer himself, Mike McDonald, and number 8, Harmony P. Canada's greatest race on a half-mile track for age pacing horses. The Gold Cup and Saucer lining up Banner Yankee, Snoop Matty Dog, Regio Hanover, Presidential Kid, Denaston Gale, Silent Swing, Mary Matt Hanover, Harmony P on the grandstand side. Showtime at Charlottetown. There they go. They're off and pacing, and Banner Yankee with rail control headed to the lead here. Second and dropping in, racing around the turn. That's a Presidential Kid. Up in a third is Snoop Matty Dog. Rounding the turn on the outside fourth. That's Silent Swing. Fifth on the rail, Regio Hanover. Pacing from sixth on the outside, Harmony P. Denaston Gale is seventh, and the trailer, Mary Matt Hanover, over to the quarter. Banner Yankees on the choo-choo here for Carl G. Amison. 27-2. Boom! Just like that, they got fired up in the off track at Charlottetown. Banner Yankee by the 3/8 pole, the leader. In the 2-hole now, Presidential Kid racing third and moving up on the outside. Here comes Silent Swing on the move. Racing up fourth, Snoop Matty Dog. Fifth on the outside, Harmony P. At the rail, Regio Hanover. Then Denaston Gale seventh, Mary Matt Hanover trailing 55 and 4 for an opening half mile. 3/8 to go. Banner Yankee the leader. Now on the outside second. Here comes Silent Swing to challenge. Presidential Kid at the rail third. Racing from fourth. That is Snoop Matty Dog. Harmony P's on the run. Here comes the Denaston Gale on the outside fifth. Racing up sixth. That's Mary Matt Hanover getting into it. 3/4 in 1:23 and 2/5. Silent Swing has taken over here for Phil Houdon. In at the rail second. That's Banner Yankee. Now racing up third. Coming for home. They're in deep. Stretch now. This is the Gold Cup and Saucer. That is Silent Swing. Phil Houdon on the line to win it here. Second is Banner Yankee. Up for third, it was Denaston Gale. It looked like Mary Matt Hanover completes the super in a fantastic mile. It's 1:52 flat.
Tell us what it means to be here. We talked earlier in the week. You said you were excited to be here. How do you feel now?
I feel unbelievably amazed. It was an awesome feeling, and I had the right horse, everything worked out good. The good horses make you look good, and that's all that happened.
Tell us about the trip tonight. We sort of had it set up in the preview that Banner Yankee would be leaving out of there. That looked like it was going to happen. Presidential Kid, tell us the race view from your point.
I was kind of thinking there would be them two leaving, and I was hoping that I could get away amongst them and then just grind up first up. And I was hoping Mark remembered the hole that I gave him in the race before that, but no, I'm just joking. He wanted to follow a 4 to 5 shot, and it worked out good. So.
Hey, congratulations on your big Gold Cup win. Congratulations.
All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, now returning to the winner's circle from the 12th race, the Sobeys Gold Cup and Saucer final. Number 6, Silent Swing. Bay Pacing Gelding, he's 5, a Northern Luck. From the Die Laughing Dam, She Can't Say No. Owned by David Shea of Campbellville, Ontario, and Reg Pettipaw from Shediac Bridge, New Brunswick. Trained by Jean-Louis Arsenault. Phil Houdon in the driver's seat will pick up his first Gold Cup and Saucer. The time for the mile on a sloppy track on a cool night at Charlottetown, and amazing. 1:52 flat. That's Silent Swing. That is the 48th edition of the Gold Cup and Saucer. Down at trackside for the trackside presentations. And I have a word for David Shea. Your wife Joanne called. Your children Liam and Emma send their congratulations from your home in Campbellville, Ontario. And we send our congratulations from Charlottetown. Silent swing in the cup and saucer, 152.